This is the War Brief Daily for April 4th, covering the Iran and wider Middle East theater. 4 major updates. 2 U.S. military aircraft are down. Iranian strikes have set Gulf energy infrastructure on fire across 3 countries. Trump has threatened to hit Iranian power grids and desalination plants. And a 40-nation emergency meeting on the Strait of Hormuz ended without agreement as oil approaches $109 a barrel. First, 2 U.S. aircraft losses confirmed. A U.S. F-15 fighter jet went down inside Iran on Friday. A second U.S. Air Force combat aircraft crashed near the Strait of Hormuz. Both are confirmed by a U.S. official who spoke anonymously, as they were not authorized to publicly disclose. The exact cause of the F-15 loss, whether it was engaged by Iranian air defenses, including the domestically developed Bavar 373 surface-to-air missile system, or lost to other causes, remains unconfirmed. Iranian state media has claimed responsibility for the shootdown, but that claim is not independently verified at this hour. 2 aircraft down in a single operational day is a meaningful cost, and if Iranian air defenses are responsible, it signals surviving capability despite sustained degradation. Second, Gulf energy infrastructure under fire. Kuwait's Petroleum Corporation confirmed in an official statement that multiple units at Mina Al Ahmadi, the country's largest oil refinery, are burning after a direct drone attack. The Kuwait Army confirmed its air defenses were actively engaging threats. In the UAE, officials reported a fire at the Habshan gas facility and called it debris from a successful interception. That characterization is worth flagging. A Bellingcat OSINT report from April 2nd shows satellite imagery confirming 3 fuel tanks burned to the ground at Fujairah, directly contradicting official UAE claims. Saudi Arabia's defense ministry confirmed approximately a dozen drones destroyed. The Gulf-wide strike wave is confirmed. Iran is using Shahed drones, relatively cheap, mass-produced weapons, to force expensive intercepts and keep regional energy markets under pressure. Third, the infrastructure escalation. The U.S. struck Iran's B-1 bridge, the main overpass connecting Tehran and Karaj. The death toll has risen to 13 per Iranian state media. President Trump posted on social media, "The biggest bridge in Iran comes tumbling down, never to be used again, much more to follow." He has now explicitly threatened to strike Iranian power grids and desalination plants within the coming week. The IRGC responded with a direct threat to hit major bridges across the Gulf region. This is the sharpest escalation threshold this conflict has reached. Fourth, the Strait of Hormuz remains effectively closed. 40 nations met virtually Thursday at Britain's request. British Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper called the blockade holding the global economy hostage. No specific action was agreed. Shipping traffic has collapsed from 150 vessels per day to as few as 10 to 20. 20,000 sailors remain stranded. Brent crude rose nearly 8% on Friday alone. Here's what to watch next. Track official confirmation on the F-15 shootdown and the status of the pilot. Monitor whether the IRGC follows through on its bridge threat. Trump's civilian infrastructure deadline is the most acute escalation watch point heading into next week. And watch whether the 40-nation coalition moves from declarations to coordinated action on the Strait. That is your War Brief Daily for April 4th.